first-time MPs who just got into parliament who decided that Charlie make we cause trouble.
They say, who are you? Who are you?
Who are you? Who are you? Do you know me?
You are who?
I like the way I read the lips.
Look, no, this one they have to tell it.
The best
Nia Boogie
thing is on 9.7. Rise on 3FM.
The people over who they are fighting are calm. It's serious, Charlie.
No, but you have an itinerary that says that this person is supposed to appear at this time.
So
be discharged by this time.
That's where I would want to pause you there. An itinerary that was agreed on by both sides of the House, or that was suggested by only one side of the House. The minority insists that they did not agree that Ablakwa and Akandoh had to be vetted. So the papers we saw that their names were on it.
The other papers.
Yes, that was not the agreement they had. So they're accusing the majority of trying to sneak them in to be vetted.
Why they are not supposed to go through vetting, or they were not supposed to appear yesterday?
There were arrangements.
You guys wait. We have flowers from Gambia. Somebody's listening from Gambia. And Prince, our presidential cameraman, sends this. Says, "Good morning, Prince. Hope you are doing fine. Please tell Johnny that I enjoy every bit of his program, Johnny's Bite. Let him keep his up. Those found wanting in our society are too many, and we must expose them as they are a poison to our society. Have a blessed day from Sheikh Tijan Nyan, the Gambia, Norte Gambia."
All the way from Gambia.
You know, we have Dubai listeners.
Yes.
We have listeners from UK.
Yes.
US.
Yes.
China.
Yes.
There are other place, no.
But we don't hear from Nigeria too.
No, the Nigerians, they like, if they join the team go like
Let me pause you there.
no, but they like us. We like them back. Charlie, but the microphones in Parliament have been fixed. We understand.
Overnight.
At whose cost?
Whose money?
With whose money? At whose cost? Is if you and I destroy state property, the state will come at us and insist that we pay.
Oh, Johnny, you won't sleep in your house. Before they eventually come to the conclusion that you should pay, no, you would have languished your life away in some
collected
deep heat,
your you know how the
one by one window frame hole.
And you know how the police do it. They will write something small on the charge sheet first before they give it to you.
Yes,
that you to add your own.
I mean, for those who are watching the stream, you must really be appalled by this.
This is very, very bad. Look, and there were
John, it's not bad. It is disappointing.
There were lawyers in there.
It is disappointing.
Lawyers in there who were aiding with the destruction of state property. These are the people who make laws to say don't jump red light. These are the people who make laws to say don't steal.
Is this the before the?
This is after.
This is after when the chaos had been done. So this was after the board.
But this all looks.
This is a fixed thing.
So this is the fixed one.
Morning, yes.
And replace microphones.
Kuzotiani put the baller on it again. There was baller in Parliament on the table. See, look at the baller.
Oh.
So there's water bottles. There's takeaway pack baller. This is Parliament.
Coffee cups.
Are you
pieces
kidding me?
Of paper. The coffee has even poured on the table.
Oh,
we know
this was
on the
pieces
tables.
of biscuits.
We know which members of Parliament sat on these seats.
So let's identify them so that we can. Somebody brought biscuits. Somebody brought biscuits. Says digestive biscuits
and left it there. you see the coffee has poured on the table.
It's spilled on the table.
The biscuit there.
It's looking so
it's a cream crackers.
It's cream crackers, yeah, Charlie.
No, it's malt and milk. What is all this?
Or is it Super 2?
No, I'm surprised though, Johnny. Even when we were doing vetting for SRC, JCR, University of Ghana, you will not do this.
Charlie, these are the people we give car loans to.
Do this.
We give car loans. then they came to ask us for police to protect them.
I mean,
and we give them. They will take ex gratia.
And the one sirens.
Yes.
The CEO of MPA, Eduji, he has on several occasions recounted our veterans and student politics on this same program. And you see, we will conduct vetting from evening, say by 9, 10. If we want to punish you small, we'll start at 12.
With you.
We'll let you come at 6 p.m., but we'll start at 12.
Your vet will end at 8 a.m.
8 a.m. We'll grill you.
Something small.
Something small.
So that you know.
You know. We know that you know. By the time we are done, we are sure that you know. And that you can face anybody without fear or favor. But you will never see this.
Bola on the table.
That's at the student level.
They should be punished. The speaker should deal with these MPs.
Was there not a speaker there?
I mean, the proper speaker.
Not the deputy speaker. So the one, he was not there.
The proper speaker. You mean
it's okay.
I have his fake speaker.
I have his second deputy speaker.
You mean the substantive speaker?
So lawyer, was he there yesterday?
I was there.
He was the one chairing.
He was.
So this is the destroyed one.
You put the microphone in his mouth. Honorable members, on time.
Charlie, look at it. Destruction of state property, microphones, and these microphones were bought not so long ago. These microphones that you see on the stream were bought not so long ago, and somebody decided that let's destroy it because we are angry, because we cannot agree with each other.
This is unacceptable.
Grown men and women.
Unacceptable.
So, I was talking about my sons this morning. Yesterday, when my big son started asking me what was happening, I had to put the TV off so that we go and sleep. Because I can't answer the question. He was thinking.
No, this is not. And you see, that is why I come back to the chairman. I don't want it to appear as though I have a personal agenda against the chairman, but I really am not impressed with Mr. Deputy Speaker and how he's chairing the appointments committee. Mostly because I know I have seen appointments committees over the years, and this is not the standing or the status or the stature of the appointments committee of Parliament. This is not it. You can't come and tell me, Crosby, that there's a schedule that you're supposed to go by. Then you tell me that one side of the committee says no to that schedule.
So what side of the...
I've never heard that before. I've followed Parliament for a long time. I have never heard that before.
Charlie, you know
so
I have never heard that as a song that I just requested. Listen to the song. It's by Kofi Kinata. It's called Mombelezi. Samuel Uku is a lawyer. Jerry Ahmed Shaib is a lawyer.
Samuel Uku is a lawyer. He's a former student leader.
Dafia Mako is a lawyer.
He's a former youth
See the way they are moving the table, cry. Afenyo Maki is a lawyer. Boama is a lawyer.
Another Press is not a lawyer.
Another Press left.
So he started it. Another Press started it.
Charlie cute Mombelezi. Charlie, explain the Crosby. Explain the Mbelezi too.
Can I explain on radio?
The majority leader has gone to separate the fight, and they've given him one. Let me run commentary.
Charlie, I'm coming. So just to explain to you, Mbelezi means fooling, more fooling.
More fooling.
We are fooling. Now explain, run the commentary. Let's listen to you.
All right.
Yeah.
But from this angle, Ayariga looks like KT Hammond.
Small boy MP, I've come. You
see his suit is coming off. Charlie.
When you have held the sun in the air.
Charlie.
Is that okay? I think the policeman was trying to restrain the.
Is that his job? Is he not supposed to be arresting people?
No, but in this crowd, how will you arrest anybody? I think we should commend the police.
It's not only one. There's a police station at Parliament.
I know that the protection unit is there.
All the MPs in that room. They all have police people.
Normally they are not here. They are not at the committee meetings. So I'm just imagining what time it started, what time they were called in.
You see, the police station.
This is where it started.
Yeah, pulling tables.
Like police station at Parliament 6, you know.
They would have even had this person. No, no, he's not a.
Imagine these small. Imagine these.
Charlie, the team is bad.
If these young MPs were there during the swearing of the speaker, like
there will be bloodshed. Look, they are lifting the table. Jerry Ahmed Shaib lifting the table to. Jesus,
who is that? Jerry is in the grey. No, who is in the grey suit? The one
we don't know him. He has not spoken yet.
But he has energy. He has to come and pull table.
And his constituents will be thinking and waiting for him to actually honorable
to come and articulate on the floor and say that our school building. See, the guy is even directing us to the camera. See, can you see what is happening?
Where are the marshals of Parliament? What were they?
Oh, but at this time, the marshals wouldn't have been there.
Marshals are there all the time.
No, this is a committee hearing, so you would have the clerks and you would have one or two.
Jerry Ahmed Shaib just open his suit. He just so that
right now, I want to become an MP. You have to go for some boxing lessons. You never know.
Charlie, you may never know when the fight go break.
Come in handy.
See your friends. Hassan Tampuli.
Oh, Charlie. This is bad.
See, the man is sweating. He has removed his glasses and he's wiping sweat off.
Otribefi at the back. Parliament. Yesterday they overdid themselves.
It's good I didn't see my MP there. It's good.
Oh no, maybe he was there supporting. He's a friend of the committee. You don't know.
Oh, my MP is now a minister.
Dr. Sebastian Sandari.
And see how the journalist.
He got up calmly and he left.
Look, yes, the journalist. I'm
proud to say that's an old boy of St. Francis Xavier Minor Seminary.
Chiefs and queen mothers,
and they are watching you misbehave like this.
And people are videoing and they don't care. Charlie, let's kill ourselves.
Hey.
Members of Parliament.
Honorable members.
Oh no, dishonorable members.
The camera will pan to Speaker here for.
But you see, the other thing is, it comes again.
Look at how the journalists were standing right behind them and video, and they couldn't be bothered.
At the time that I covered the appointments committee and their hearings, and also PAC, Public Accounts Committee, I covered both. Look, you won't have people standing like this in the committee room. The committee, the whole of that space. So you have the camera people at the back. Right. You have the reporters seated, listening, jotting down notes. The people who have come to, show their faces, their support to the nominees, they are all seated. The entire space. If you are not a member of the committee, then you are a friend of the committee. And even in that case, if there's no empty seat for you around the table, you are not allowed in.
To sit here.
But just see the number of people stand, and they are all members of Parliament.
Okay, so our good friend Jerry Ahmed Shaib has joined us, the MP for Weija-Gbawe. Council, good morning. Thank you for your time.
Johnny, I usually am your good friend.
Oh, but you are my friend. If you ask Niam Pimsaki, he will tell you.
You didn't send me money for campaign.
I don't have money.
Okay,
the money that I don't have, I should send you some for campaign. It's not good.
Oh, you can take from Foreman.
You won't say anything again. Why were you lifting the table yesterday?
Yeah, first of all, let me just indicate that yesterday's situation was unhealthy. It was unfortunate and it was unnecessary. And I do not think that it was parliamentary. I wish to take this opportunity to apologize to the Ghanaian people that such a situation occurred. But you see, if for nothing at all, I also had a lot of people sending me messages from your station, and there was propaganda as usual. I didn't think that should have happened. In law, there's always what we call the audio alterant party.
Give the other party a chance to speak.
It's always good to hear the other side and to make judgment. Jody, I had just come from the hospital about 3 weeks ago. I'm doing physio of my shoulder. Why would I even go and lift the table if nobody was squeezing the table or pushing the table at me? Let me take you through the process. So, at every parliamentary sitting, there is normally what we call conclave. So this conclave, you would have leadership and the speaker anyone, either the Right Honorable First Deputy or Second Deputy Speaker, going into a meeting with leaders. And so what we do is to agree or decide on the day's activities. So when we decide, then that should be more of a consensus. So that is what we follow throughout the day.
I see.
The day before, because of the invitation that was extended to, what's his name, Oliver, so we couldn't proceed with the vetting. So we now went into conclave yesterday in the morning and agreed that we were going to do not more than 4. So we first of all agreed on 3 and then subsequently considered another person. So we agreed on Honorable Dr. Rashid Pelpo for employment. We agreed on Honorable Mutala Mohammed for environment.
Science and technology, right?
Honorable Nate George for communications, and subsequently agreed on Honorable Kofi Adams for sports. My brother, if you look at the time and all the issues that came up, it was just reasonable to have agreed further. But before I go on, let me just intimate or indicate to you that with all of this, the minority side has shown solid commitment and support towards the formation of government and not to delay the process in any way or form. So I'll show you how. Before some committees are set up to do this work, you need other committees, including the subject matter committees for which you are going to interview or vet the ministers. Those committees have not been formed. We have waived that.
Right.
When a nominee also comes before the appointments committee, there should be a publication of that nominee's appointment for at least 2 weeks. We waive that as well. So all in the bid to help the majority form government for government business to take shape. We've come to these levels. We agreed at conclave we were going to do this. We finished with Honorable Sam George, I think there about 8:30 thereabouts. And even that was abruptly ended. But we decided to proceed to consider one more person against the backdrop that he had apparently told his people earlier he was coming in. He made plans. He came from OT. That's quite far. And then we had some venerable chiefs. So what we had to do was to consider and say, we can't let him go back. So let's try at all costs to deal with it. Johnny, you and I know that with sports, we have issues with sports. Funding is a problem and several other problems. But we still said, okay, Honorable Kofi Adams was vetted. I don't think it was for even an hour. And that he was excused. I did my national service in Saboba, UP Secondary School. I saw the minister, who is also the MP for Saboba, Honorable Lipe, who was not originally slated for vetting. But I saw that the paramount chief, who is called Ochebobo, and some of the other people had come in. So I also sneaked into bed, and also to get my people to understand that it is. So my leader agreed that, okay, let's also, by consensus, allow the Minister of Transport to also to be vetted.
Right.
His vetting also,
the best in the morning.
his vetting also did not last for about an hour. And this is Ministry of Transport. And we finished. Johnny, we finished around 9:58 p.m. There came 2 major critical portfolios. In fact, cabinet portfolios. Ministry of Health and Ministry of Foreign Affairs. That were now being brought in for us to continue. So leadership raised the red flag. That, listen, we had agreed at conclave. We even agreed to it. We changed it to 4 and now 5. And we understand. Now it's 10 p.m. Minds were very tired. People were naked. There was nothing we could do at this point in time, especially for these 2 major portfolios. So at least let's go back into conclave to see how best we could deal with this matter. So we build a consensus again. This was not agreed upon. So what signals the minority picked was then, okay, if the vetting doesn't have to go on, and they don't also want to listen to us, then let's all be talking so that nobody will be heard. So everybody put on the microphone. And then we saw from the other side that they started hitting on the table. And this was what transpired over the period. I then moved to Honorable Akandoh. I mean, I keep saying, if there are 3 people in NDC, he's one of the persons I cherish very much.
Right.
I respect him so well. So I moved to him, I spoke to him, I was just trying to get him to see if there was a way he could still build consensus or get leadership. Then I saw that people had pulled me from behind, forcefully, fiscally. It was that bad. And
who was pulling you at the time?
Pardon?
Who was pulling you?
And I got to know when I go home that it was Charles Asedu and Ketia and Edem Agbana. And I have the videos to that effect, and I can show you. In fact, I actually confronted them. I didn't even see the Charles Asedu and Ketia. I didn't even know him.
Right.
But when I confronted them, he was denying. But when I got home, I saw the video. And Johnny, like I told you, I've been to the hospital, seeing a physio the past 3 weeks, working on my shoulder. So I am a very careful person to even deal with issues on my shoulder. And then I decided that, no, I can't also let this happen. Because I saw serious altercation between Honorable Roxy Dafiamepo and my very good friend, Honorable Asanta Bule. And everybody who knows me will know my relationship with Roxy Dafiamepo.
Right.
You know, he can sleep in my house, I can sleep in his house. We've been friends. Everybody knows. So I decided to go closer and to stop them from virtually getting into any fiscal exchanges. I got there, and just around the time, Honorable Mahama Ayariga, who is the leader of the House, came in. And let me say this. I commend him highly. He's been a very good leader. He's shown proper leadership by intervening. And since he got in, and I have said it and I will say it again, if he were to be there, this incident may not have occurred. Because he's the calm type. He's the one who goes to do a lot more jojoing and building consensus rather than being more of a revolutionary. You understand? And so when he got in, he was able to stop. Unknown to me when he had stopped, I was caught in between 2 tables. Then this was apparently this Charles Asedu Nketia and some 3 other NDC members of Parliament who were pushing the table to squeeze me in the middle of another table. Johnny, first of all, I've just told you, my shoulder is not the best one now. So just because I had to defend myself, when they were pushing the table at me, I couldn't push back because I tried and I realized that it wasn't working. So the only way to stop them from pushing is to lift my place higher so that they couldn't push. And you can watch the video. I'm not saying you are going to do propaganda. You have to just take off any lens and watch the video from a very independent point of view and see. And this was what happened. And that was how, back and forth, the proceedings did not go on.
I see.
But Honorable Ayariga, when he got in, he had a conversation with my leader, who was also very willing and responsible and showed some consent. And they both agreed. Even after they had agreed, people were still demonstrating that they wanted the vaccine to go on around 11 p.m. And who are you going to vet at that time? The Minister of Health and Minister of what? Foreign Affairs.
Now, usually this is not your nature, as I know. So you have explained yourself, but the distraction that happened in terms of the microphones and all of that, do you hold the view also that those who destroyed it must be made to pay for it and not the people of Ghana?
Well, I think that we are members of Parliament. We are not immune to whatever laws or actions or reactions that one would have to go through, or the other has to be meted out to one. I feel that I cannot be a judge in my own court. I feel that there's no member, whether minority or majority, that can be a judge in his or her own court. I think that it is a matter that leadership can look at and deal with. Besides that, too, I just want you to know that there was an avalanche of people that got into that committee room. If you watch some of the videos, some were openly threatening. In fact, I saw a guy who said he's from Northwest or Northeast, and that he's a chairman or organizer, and that they should tell us, that he should be careful, else he would die, and we saw them. So I am not happy. I didn't wake up happy. I didn't even sleep. You get me? Because obviously you are serving the Ghanaian people. You want them to believe that you respect them, you adore them, and that you don't want to get to this extent. It's just unfortunate. And that especially when we have children and you don't want any of them to see some of these things. I'm just hoping and praying that my children will not see this. Although I didn't engage in anything personally, the fact that I was even trying to defend myself when people were trying to squeeze me will not be good enough for my children. They saw their daddy dressed in the morning wearing a very different suit to go and help make laws and to help in vetting and getting the right caliber of people. You understand? And why would daddy now come home and daddy is saying us? No, it is not okay. So yes, I want to take this opportunity once again to apologize to the Ghanaian people and to let them understand that we just believe in consensus building. We just believe that we are one people. I've told you, you can call Roxanne and ask him. He will tell you, I know anything and almost everything about Roxanne. That is our relationship. Same way, my wife is Roxanne's wife. That's the kind of conversation we have. Okay. So it doesn't have to be. I don't know if you recently saw a video of myself and Honorable Kwabena Akandoh. We are supposed to be working together. We are one people.
Right.
And therefore, it's unhealthy, and I feel sad, and I think it's unfortunate, and I do apologize to the Ghanaian people.
But should the people who caused the distraction be made to pay from their pockets?
I answered that. I told you that I can't be a judge in my own court. I was part of the Buha. I was seen there. So I can't say, don't make them pay or don't make them pay. Whatever decisions are made by leadership. But
you are part of leadership or council. Are you not?
Yes, but I'm not leadership. I am part. There is a leader and I'm the sheep.
This morning, I know that the equipment have been replaced. The place is now in pristine order. The committee room is in pristine order, and you will have your sittings as usual. Should the committee be apologizing to Ghanaians? You have done your apologies here, but should the Deputy Speaker and Chairman be apologizing to us on behalf of all of you?
I've learned one thing. My views may not be one's views. Somebody may be holding on to his view or a view strongly. I feel that I had people vote for me. I feel that I'm working for the good people of Weija. I feel that I'm working for the Ghanaian people. I told you, I don't feel proud about the fact that, and I pray that my children will not see. You get it?
Right.
So, but I cannot speak for Honorable Bernard here for any other person, or Honorable Dafia Mekpo. No, I can't. It's a committee's matter. If they so wish, I think that would be good enough to proceed with.
Council, I thank you very much for your time. Roland Ken Kebwageshi Baba Yaklo. Good morning.
All
right. So, as we do here, we will give everybody an opportunity to explain themselves, and we will ask the questions as we should. This is Sunrise on 3FM 92.7, and it's always a good day to have a good day.